Hello, everyone. In today's session, we're going to discuss a way that you can easily check your own security settings in one place. This is using a feature called the System Security Summary. So this is very helpful for reviewing any access risk of your current configuration. And this is something I would recommend checking maybe once a year. So as with any other security checks, it is an ongoing task that will always be a part of your requirements. So it's very helpful to have this in one place. In order to access this summary, you do need to have system administrator permissions. So once you have those, you'll see your menu up here with global settings available to you. So in global settings, we can see under the first tab in system information that we have a number of different summaries, which we will look at in other sessions. But the one I want to focus on today is the system security summary. If you wanted to search for this another way, you can always use the search for settings option up here as well. If I start typing security, I'll also see other security options and the summary that I'm looking for. Both equally valid ways of accessing this summary. We'll open it from here. So when we open this, we can see the current date. We have the option to print off this information. So if you needed to provide this to a different team in your organization, that is always an option. And we can also see that for this to pass, it must have all high severity items resolved, as well as all medium severity items resolved. So what would classify as a high severity item? So for example, any kind of legacy functionality, generally we try to keep everything up to date, just especially in terms of configuration. Anything like, for example, SSL, so it gives a brief explanation of what that might be. And along the right-hand side, you'll also note that you can go directly to that setting from here. So if I wanted to review where this might be stored, I can open that. It takes me directly to my security tab, and you can see where all of my options are here. So with all of these are recommendations. Generally, it's best to try to resolve any high severity items. And if for maybe process reasons you don't, I do recommend documenting that with our support team as well, so it's a known option. And then with that as well, we can scroll down and identify any items that might be high severity. So we can see here that in the budget manager, there is one high severity item. So this is the one that's causing that fail. And we note that it's looking at level 3 security matrix settings. So what this is saying is there's an external user which has access to everything on the budget manager level 3. So level 3 is probably a disbursement or something like that. And because this is a demo instance, it's not actually a concern for us, but in the interest of being diligent, we can open that setting. It takes us into the adjustment. And when we scroll down, we'll see that, or actually we don't need to, we can see at the top, add and edit everything. Now, in this case, that may make perfect sense, but it does flag on the security matrix because external users typically do not have that degree of access, except in specific cases. So it's a very helpful tool to assess where there might be concerns related to security access. And it is also helpful to have an idea of best practices in terms of system security. So very much worth looking through this every once in a while. And if you do come across anything that you have questions about, please do feel free to reach out to our support team and we can go from there. All right, hope this was helpful and thank you all so much for watching.